not all can stretch the canvas. If you're nervous, convinced you ain't hit the finish line, but baby, the finish I am.
So today we're not going to do any of the saving as of yet. I'm going to go through and pick through and stuff like that. I'm just trying to find a good workflow for this in particular, for this downloading thing. And I think maybe because it's trial and error every single time, right? So I think the greatest thing for me to do would be to go through the tracks first and then know for sure what I want to download and then do it. Other than that, I'm going to be downloading way too much if I do that. So I want to really, really go through this. And one of the things is now that these songs are older and I have multiple versions, I can be more ruthless with the ones that I choose. So let's go back to it.
Good faith in people, not all can stretch the canvas. If your nervous system struck with sadness, paranormal madness, paragraph, that's divine math, that's a song map. There's structures you can't grasp, there's much, so don't relapse, 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 don't collapse, no lapse in judgment. He pulled the devil card, he's not my neighbor, God, oh God, tax man, I can trust, baby, you a billionaire, see you to the trillions, relax, convinced you ain't selling, convinced you ain't hit the finish line, but baby, the finish line continents away. Ay, ay, ay. Convinced you ain't selling, convinced you ain't hit the finish line, but baby, the finish line continents away. Ay, ay, ay. I am, I am, I am, I am paranoid. I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. Good faith in people, not all can stretch the canvas. If your nervous system struck with sadness, paranormal madness, paragraph, that's divine math, that's a song map. There's structures you can't grasp, there's much, so don't relapse, 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 don't collapse, no lapse in judgment. He pulled the devil card, he's not my neighbor, God, oh God, tax man, I can trust, baby, you a billionaire, see you to the trillions, relax, convinced you ain't selling, convinced you ain't hit the finish line, but baby, the finish line continents away. Ay, ay, ay. Convinced you ain't selling, convinced you ain't hit the finish line, but baby, the finish line continents away. Ay, ay, ay. I am, I am, I am, I am.
So as you can hear, we have multiple versions of this one. And what this would require for me to hear the full difference is in ear. Or I would have to put this in ear to hear the difference. But I do know that these are strong versions.
I am, I am, I am, I am. Symphony of harmony, send no harm to me. No phony, hold me down from my goals. He got me when no one was around. I am whole, I am brilliant, beautiful, beautiful. I am full, cause I am whole. Symphony. Symphony of harmony, sent no harm. Symphony of harmony, sent no harm to me. No phony hold me down from my goals. He got me when no one was around. I am whole, I am brilliant, beautiful, beautiful. I am full cause I am whole. Oh, 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 oh. Symphony of harmony, sent no harm to me. No phony hold me down from my goal. Symphony of harmony, sent no harm to me. No phony hold me down from my.
Now let's hear the difference in the vocals.
Symphony of harmony, said no harm to me. No phony hold me down from my goal.
Obviously, if you see me pausing, this is one of my favorite songs.
I opened up wide my heart tonight. I was vulnerable, real, real, real for you. Solve it with you. Solutions of the grandeur, pray and command and protection as I embark on this mission. No malevolence, just benevolence. No violence and a flotilla. Strategic enough to bank the diplomatic immunity. I ain't speaking parables or variables. I rock climbing the rocky test of time. Once again, my friend, you wouldn't get it unless I told you to. That's why this bond strong as bamboo. Saffron in Moroccan estate. My daughter want a koala. We got a sanctuary, Brisbane state, Queensland. We straight Queensman. Eagles and Aspen on the luxury farm. Mycelium, giggles, high helium. These dreams, you ain't stealing them. I loop my reality poetically, and you by proxy get to manifest with me. Law of assumption of your subconscious mind. I mean, if my gamma signals your gamma, maybe your life will be no more drama. Life at the quickie mart, you want it long lasting. You really smart, you real handsome, outlast them. I opened up wide my heart tonight. I was vulnerable, real, real, real for you. Vulnerable, real, real, real for you. Solve it with you. Solutions of the grandeur, praying, commanding protection as I embark on this mission. No malevolence, just I opened up wide my heart tonight. I was vulnerable, real, real, real for you. Solve. I opened up wide my heart tonight. I was vulnerable, real, real for you. Solve it with you. Solution. I opened up wide my heart tonight. I was vulnerable, real, real for you. Solve it with you. Solutions of the grandeur, praying, commanding protection as I embark on this mission. No malevolence, just benevolence. I opened up wide my heart tonight. I was vulnerable, real, real, real for you. Solve it with you. Solutions of the grandeur, praying, commanding. Opened up wide my heart tonight. I was vulnerable, real for you. Solve it with you. Patrol the perimeter, face blank cause he no chill with her, but he say he been with her. Patrol the perimeter, big fan, she no know you man. Skitty ditty ditty dia. Ooh, flossy, can't cost me, won't cost me. El Dantes, made for walking, and that's what they'll do. My baby, El Dantes, walk over you. What are you scared of? You deserve this life. New synapses, losing access to me. Ooh, flossy, can't cost me, won't cost me. El Dante's made for walking, and that's what they'll do. My baby El Dante's walk over you. What are you scared of? You deserve this life. New synapses, losing access to me. Boundaries keeping me safe from the all.
Patrol the perimeter, face blank cause he no chill with her, but he say he been with her. Patrol the perimeter, big fan, she no know you man. Patrol the perimeter, face.
Patrol the perimeter. Patrol the perimeter, face blank cause he no chill with her, but he say he been with her. Patrol the perimeter, big fan, she no know you man.
So many versions.
Patrol the perimeter, face blank cause he no chill with her, but he say he been with her. Patrol the perimeter, big fan, she no know you man, you mean well, but you keeping
Remember what I was telling you guys about deterioration in a track? So that's something where with the deterioration, but it's also, like I said before, where the bottom kind of gets taken out of the end of the song. It's like it fades out.
Oh, the perimeter, face blank cause he not chill with her, but he say he been with her.
If you've been here before to see how I do these edits, what I do is I go through the full presentation. And after I go through the presentation, one time I'll be able to see where the errors are. And then later on, I can go quickly zoom right through it. And that's particularly how I do many of my edits and how I'm able to get through them quickly. It just helps so that you're not just sitting there, edit every page, and then the next page got messed up or something happened. It's kind of like reading the test in full and then doing the test. As I can show you here, this asset is called How to Sovereignize Royalties. And so it is how within my system that we've learned to sovereignize royalties. We have many different mechanisms to do so. Here, as you can see, you have to change the website in the template. I don't have to change the year because the asset was made last year. So these are not current dates that I'm putting in it. I am putting literally the date of when I created it into these assets, the date I formalized them. That's the best way to put it. Introduction, the royalty lie. Royalties appear as tiny, unpredictable payments, a mysterious drip that artists are told to accept without question or transparency. And all of this is pulled and extracted from my asset. And so the entire framework that I built for this. So these are not things that the AI Canva came up with. This is my information that reinterpreted in a visual manner. So 2, middlemen control the game, contracts, telemetry, hoarding, and colonial toll booths that extract value while keeping creators dependent and uninformed. The core truth: if you don't own the container, the master's publishing contracts and data, you don't own the conversion from playback to wealth. Royalties are often seen as a mysterious, meager drip from streaming platforms. But here's the truth: royalties are conversions of value. Playback only becomes money if your contract says so. If you don't own the container, you don't own the conversion. Own the asset. Masters plus publishing. Why this matters: without full ownership, you cannot be the container. When you own both masters and publishing, you control the complete conversion chain from creation to compensation. 1. Record under your own entity. Without full ownership, you cannot be the container. Your music must follow through structures you control. 2. Consolidate 100% masters plus publishing into your trust. No splits or dilution. Hold both sides of the equation completely. 3. Outcome: hold 200% rights, both sides. Raw material of value. Ownership means you're not asking permission, you're the wellhead. Now, with our stewards and the different artists that work within our ecosystem, people always say, well, how am I going to own 200% masters in publishing if I'm not the producer? In our system, we quite literally teach you how to become your own producer. I'm a self-produced artist, and I've never been on another person's beat, and I have hundreds of songs. And that came with the realization that I needed full ownership. So that meant that I literally had to be the producer, the composer, and the songwriter and performer and the label in order to own all aspects of my music. And within my system, we teach everybody to retain full ownership. I don't want people that are dependent on my system to exist. I want people that are entities, like powerhouses in their own right. And then we can all coexist together. Step 2. So I say this word 2 different ways. You'll notice me always going telemetry or telemetry. I say it 2 different ways because if I say it one way, people that know it the other way always think I'm talking about a different word. So there's 2 different ways that people understand it. So you'll hear me all the time say this. So control the telemetry or telemetry. Raw data. This is your raw data that you own, okay? Build your own logging system. So mine is Emma Plays Nice to capture every playback event independently. Capture 2 is capture track ID, session ID, timestamp, and duration for every play in your own immutable ledger. 3, you author the report, no waiting for statements. Every playback logged becomes an enforceable royalty event. Why? Data proves royalties exist. If others hold your data, they hold the proof of what you're owed. Take back control. Step 3, write sovereign contracts. This is your conversion container, okay? So 1, draft contracts where playback equals sovereign royalty event. Attach valuation models using estate equivalency and industry benchmarks to establish fair market value. 2, certify all contracts within your trust structure. Issue royalty certificates backed by your immutable telemetry or telemetry ledger as proof of obligation. Use trust and corporate law to certify obligations. outcome is contracts plus telemetry equals bank recognizable financial instruments you can collateralize. Why the contract transforms playback into money. If the paper isn't yours, the conversion isn't either. Your contract must define playback as a sovereign royalty event, making every stream an enforceable financial obligation under your authority. Playback deliverable, the raw event that triggers value creation in your sovereign system. Now, this isn't something that's made up. This is literally the same mechanism that a Spotify uses, a SoundCloud, any of these like DSPs. It is the exact same mechanism that they use in order to get the money from the bank for you to be able to have the money from their system. Okay, they're using the data and the audience metrics and everything, and your metadata all together in order to be the middleman. But you can create systems where there is no middleman. And that means that, yes, you will have to create a DSP system. But as we know, as we develop assets, you can have that system in development while you are going ahead and creating the whole system. And when you set up a staggered system vertical, what you're doing is I can invest here, I can invest here, I can build here, I can build here. And it's really important to set out your royalties for your books, your music, or any of your intellectual property in a way that you're building towards infrastructure. And you don't stop at infrastructure. You keep building and building after the infrastructure exists, but you're no longer building in the same way after the infrastructure exists. Now you're building in a loop. 2, contract integration agreement, your sovereign document that defines playback as a royalty event. Telemetry, Amma plays nice, your immutable ledger capturing every play as proof. So Amma Plays Nice is a streaming platform. And this streaming platform is because I learned from doing all my research as an artist and working in the music industry and having to be a label owner and reach out to the SOCANs, the CMRRA, and connect to music and getting neighboring rights and having to collect BMI rights and so many different things, that most of these things are compartmentalized for no reason because they're legacy companies and that's the old way it was done. But it legally does not have to be done that way. They can all, one system, which most of them now are merging, these legacy companies merging into one, they can collect all together at once. So what is to stop you from collecting all at once when you are the owner? Nothing. So you just got to document, paperwork, document. 4, instrument, trust, fiat, royalty certificate becomes bank recognizable collateral. These aren't made up things. These are the mechanisms that these companies have been using. So what this unlocks, no need for PROs, labels, or DSP black boxes. You bypass the middlemen entirely and take direct control of your creative value chain. 2, royalties become your container, not theirs. You define the terms. You hold the data. You control the conversion. So if somebody is holding a contract and they can give you an advance, and versus you holding the asset and you hold the umbrella as the corporation and you control the contract and you can give you the advance. Do you see where I'm going with this? Yep. 3, walk into banks and collateralize plays like landlords collateralize rent or oil companies collateralize wells. Your catalog is really a hard asset. And again, this is something that the Canadian government has struggled with, not so much governments like Ireland. Other governments have accepted it. It's the Canadian government that's having the hardest time with it. And I do believe it's around the language of sovereignty. When you sovereignize your royalties, you transform from a dependent creator waiting for statements into a sovereign entity with bank recognizable financial instruments. Every playback becomes wealth you control. Why this matters. When you sovereignize, you bypass the toll booth and realize every playback is wealth. If you own the contract, data, and conversion, royalties become your container, not theirs. You stop asking permission and start authoring your own financial reality. So, case study, sovereign catalog expansion from self production to sovereign engineering. Okay, alrighty. So, this is my story. Lovely, lovely. So, phase one, self production. From February 2020 to summer of 2021, the foundation of my sovereign catalog building began with self production. Like I said, it was all on my phone, my old iPhone, not even the phone I have now, using mobile apps and discipline. This phase proved that ownership starts with creating your own masters without external dependencies. And I've been in the music industry way longer than I've been making music. I've been in the music industry since I was a teenager. So I was working as an A&R and in management and doing press and everything like that, like EPKs and press kits. So I don't like to do publicity. I like to do the paperwork. But I got into my own music, and like the supports that were there for me when I was doing other people's music weren't there for me anymore, but it was okay because I needed to own everything on my own. So what I started with tools was Medley, DPM. And these are all apps that I found on my phone. Okay, Overtune, Dolby Atmos, and Suno. Suno didn't even come into the picture until about 2024, I would say, 2024. Workflow, recorded vocals over own beats 10 plus times a day, release new project every 2 weeks until the summer of 2021. And reason why I stopped at 2021 is that's when I started to do studio albums, okay? So result, hundreds of tracks, 1,000 drafts, large unreleased backlog, and sovereignty accessible with phone, apps, and discipline. So also when it comes down to my studio albums, even with the studio albums, we record that in one night and then it's ready to go. I release it. And of course, I want to do remasters. I want to do music videos and everything like that. And we have not done the music videos yet. So, this is the whole thing. Sovereign engineering with MikeDB. Okay. So I have 15 plus recording sessions with MikeDB from summer 2021 to present. I would even say summer 2021. I would say March 23rd, because we started recording March 23rd, 2022, my birthday. That was the day that I actually got to record, but we started to get familiar in summer 2021. The efficiency, we would record about 7 to 12 songs completed in just 3 to 5 hours, demonstrating streamlined sovereign workflow. And the output was 150 tracks engineered, totaled 100 released and 50 unreleased, but a couple, like only 4 duds and 97% usable output rate. So the comparison with traditional studio systems are slower, less productive, and more costly. I, of course, paid for all of my studio sessions, but I didn't have to pay for the mixing over and over again. I found an engineer that was able to record live time and mix and engineer with me live time. That was one of the prerequisites of working with MikeDB. Okay, so net catalog position. That's me and my girl right there, Nessa. So 300 plus human origin final songs across the catalog. Like I said, I released all of those songs, ironically, right before AI music became even a thing. So just to prove to y'all, each fully owned and ledgered under sovereign trust structure, 6,000 to 9,000 eon per AI assisted tracks, as you guys have seen. We've been going through them, okay? And again, I count the dislikes in that number as well because the dislikes are still of value, even though they aren't the ones that I choose to use. And even if they're broken or dud, it is still an asset. It's still something that I created. And if it's broken, it's broken, but I still made it. I wouldn't be throwing out my drafts of my art, right? So expanding the sovereign catalog exponentially and continuous release pipeline with new daily works. Catalog is now a hard asset, ledgered, collateralized, collateralizable, soon collateralized, and sovereign. So that's my position from last year. Still similar position this year, a little bit more elevated, of course. Every track in this catalog was self-authored, self-produced, and sovereignly engineered. No predatory producers, no exploitative contracts. Every collaborator, like Mike D, amplified my sovereignty rather than extracted from it. This is what reclamation actually looks like. I built this catalog from nothing but a phone, discipline, and the refusal to let anyone else hold the keys to my creative value. The journey from bedroom recordings to a bank recognizable asset portfolio proves that sovereignty is not given, it is authored, logged, and converted by your own hand. This vault represents hundreds of human origin works, thousands of drafts, and in a continuous pipeline of creation, all owned, all logged, all convertible. This is the sovereign standard. Own the asset. Control your masters in publishing. Without full ownership, you cannot be the container of value. Log all playbacks. Capture and hold your own telemetry. You author the report, no waiting for statements. Convert via sovereign contracts. Create enforceable financial instruments backed by your ledger and your data. Your data. Everything else is colonial decoration. Reclaim your royalty sovereignty today. Edit this with the Suno. I got a few phone calls and stuff like that I got to edit and do all kinds of crazy stuff with, but we'll make it work. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you got to do to get involved with Fifth House of Creativity Inc. Make sure you stream that music and everything like that. But thank you so much for being a part of this, and we will get to it some more tomorrow probably. So, Chimigwech, thank you.